Let me tell you about a letter that I once received from Joyce Meyer Ministries, a Christian ministry that has missions all around the world and that I sometimes donate to. And it started by saying, "Hold your breath for 5 seconds." I did. And after the 5 seconds, I continued reading, and it followed saying that a child had just died of hunger in Africa. It broke my heart, and it was a very cruel reality, and it was just too much to absorb at that moment. But we all know that there is extreme poverty around the world. We all know that every year millions of kids will die of hunger, lack of medical attention, lack of potable water, and other living conditions that are just too much to tackle. How do we deal with this overwhelming reality? Well, we must take it one day at a time and one small step at a time. Let me tell you the story about Maggie Doyle. Some of you might heard of her. She was a little girl, grew up in New Jersey, and right after graduating high school decided to take a trip to India to just put her little effort and help out in the world. Well, after having a life-changing experience in Nepal, when she realized that there was just too many little kids in the streets without the proper education, she decided that if she could only help only one little kid, she could do well enough. Well, she enrolled this kid in school. She went back to the States, grabbed all her life savings from 5 years of babysitting, and um, put this kid through school and developed this program that nowadays is known as the Kappa Valley homeschool, where more than 200 kids go to school and are being fed and they're being given they're being receiving love and education that they wouldn't have without her. Now, there is need in the world, but more so, there is a need in ourselves. We all have a need for purpose. How would it make you feel if I tell you that the easiest way for you to find your purpose is by doing what you love the most? Well, there are 5 important points that we can see in Maggie's story. And these 5 points, according to Adam Lipsig, are the basic steps to find your purpose. And you only need to answer these 5 questions to yourself. And it's very simple: who you are, what you do, who you do it for, what these people need or want, and how are they being changed. Now, we are not alone in this trip. In Amazon, there is a listing of 151,928 books that are talking about the subject of finding your purpose. It might sound extremely simplified the way that the Disney ex-CEO puts it in his speech. However, being aware of the need that we have to live a purpose driven life is the beginning of a chain reaction that would eventually yield the kind of results that we see in the story of the little girl whose desire to help out at least one kid turned into a worldwide known not-for-profit organization. So I'm going to motivate you today to follow Adam Lipsig 5 steps to find your purpose. First, think of who you are. Think of what you do. Think of who you do it for. Think of what those people want or need, and think of how are they being changed by what you are doing in their lives. So go out there and realize what is the talent that you have, and how is it that what is this thing that you love to do, and how is it that you can change other people's life. How are you impacting others? How can you transform other people's life? Remember, I'm going to close with this African proverb that says, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping in a room with a mosquito.